What's up, guys? Kyle here with Crypto Theory. All right, let's talk some VeChain. We haven't talked about VeChain here in a little while, and I feel like it's time to talk about this project again because I'm super bullish on it, first and foremost. It's one of my favorites. It's actually a top 5 crypto for me in my portfolio. I've actually been consolidating some of my other positions to purchase more VeChain because I think, honestly, right now, I think it's incredibly undervalued, and I want to talk about that a little bit right now, okay? So make sure, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. If you like crypto, you like what we do on here, smash that like button for us as well. We really appreciate it. With that being said, we're going to dive right in. We're going to talk about why do we think VeChain is undervalued, okay? And if you're not 100% sure what VeChain or VET, whatever you want to call it, is, basically it's supply chain on the blockchain, okay? It's supply chain management. They are so far out ahead of anybody else in the space in all of crypto. It's not even funny. I mean, which is one of the reasons I'm so bullish on them. They have a phenomenal use case. They've got great partnerships, but they're also the leader in the space by a long shot. It's not even close, okay? So if you want to know more about it, I'm not really going to cover it in this video because we've talked about it multiple times on here before. Definitely check out our other videos where we kind of go in depth on it and everything. Just know we love this project. Not professional financial advice, it never is. However, we do love this project. We think it is great. And I think ultimately right now it is up 10% today, but it's incredibly undervalued, I think. You know, I think that this has a lot of opportunity, a lot of upside with it. And let's talk about that a little bit, okay? First and foremost, let's look at the chart, okay? If we look at where it's at right now, okay, compared to where it's previously been, its previous all-time high was only a couple months ago. It was approaching 30 cents, 28 cents it topped out at. It's almost a 60% difference right now compared to where it's been, okay? 57.5% difference. Just to get back to its previous all-time high, you're looking at some pretty significant gains right there. However, we've talked on here before, I think it's got a lot more left in the tank than that. Now, this is all provided that the market turns back bullish, which I do believe that it will. I still don't see any reason to believe that it won't. You know, it depends on what side of the argument that you're on. I still am in that side of the argument where I believe that the market will go back bullish, and when it does, I think projects like VeChain stand to be a big benefactor of that. So I think it's going a lot higher than this if it does get back to where we were, the trajectory that we were on. I think that you see at least $1 VeChain. I really do, or potentially more. You know, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see. I don't want to make a prediction on that. We got to wait and see how the market plays out. However, just to get back to its previous all-time high, you're looking at some big gains right there, okay? That's number one as far as why they, in my opinion, are very, very undervalued. Two, obviously, is the use case, the partnerships, all that type of stuff. But I want to take a look, too, at, I mean, just look at the news that's been going on with VeChain, okay? They've had a lot of news going on fairly recently in a time when, you know, outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, really, there's not a lot of projects that have a lot of news going on. VeChain still, you know, within the last week or so, still has some stuff going on. VeChain Foundation met with China's government officials, okay? They have partnerships over there, China, Walmart, Chinese government, all that type of stuff. So they do have, you know, some relationships over there and some partnerships over there. So you can see that they're pretty, you know, they're pretty up to date with their news and everything. And they do have a lot of, you know, bullish news coming out about them right now. Now, the other part of it, and actually, I got to be honest with you, overall, their volume, not too bad. You know, it's down 10% today, but overall, their 24-hour volume has seemed pretty steady, pretty decent overall, okay? The other thing I want to talk about, though, is look at their social media, okay? This is just their Twitter. We're just talking their Twitter right now, but look at this. I mean, they are very, very active. 12 hours ago, June 8th, which was yesterday, okay? They're either retweeting or they're tweeting themselves. Right here, you can see summaries of what they're accomplishing. This is dealing with the medical sector right there, okay? You know, you start going down through here, the recording of the webinar that they're doing. They have a YouTube channel where they're streaming on there, it looks like. You know, I mean, they've got all sorts of partnerships and everything. They're retweeting stuff like crazy, and they're putting out tons of valuable content for people, constantly keeping all of their fans and everybody up to date on what's going on. And we've seen previously a lot of times projects that do that see a big burst, okay? I think of Chainlink, okay? Chainlink, you know, not that long ago, the one thing holding them back, and I always thought was holding them back, was their lack of social media content. Well, guess what? They've turned that around, and with that, they have continued to grow and flourish overall. Same thing with VeChain. I mean, you look at projects like this, when you are up to date with your social media and you're keeping people engaged and up to date what's going on, obviously that's going to give people more confidence in what you're doing. It's going to create that that VeChain army, so to speak, and just strengthen that relationship between the investing side of it and the actual project itself. So a lot of stuff going on with VeChain, guys. I just look at it and say, I think that there's massive upside with this one right here personally. I mean, you can see not that long ago, just a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago, this thing was down below 10 cents. I think it actually did touch below 10 cents, or at least down to 10 cents even. Yeah, you can see right there, 8 cents, just below 9 cents right there. So a lot of upside potential with this. I really do believe that. Not professional financial advice like we said, but, hey, if the last year is any indication, I mean, look at that. Just where it's at right now, you'd be up 1,400% basically. If you had sold at the all-time high, think of where you would have been at from where you could have bought this, a year from now or a year ago. So absolutely crazy. I mean, it was below a penny, and look where it's gone to now. I think it's got a lot left in the tank. Only time will tell. But guys, that's all I've got for today. Let us know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on VET? Are you a VET holder? Are you thinking about it? If you haven't already, let us know in the comments below. That being said, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one.